Hey learners, it's another exciting evening. Now, for the past two lessons, we've been looking at set theory and Venn diagram. Now, today we shall be looking at past questions from the West African Senior School Certificate examinations. I picked out some questions on set theory and Venn diagram so that we can address them and give you the confidence going into your Waec examinations. Alright, quickly we shall be taking the questions. I'm going to write out the questions and the year it appeared in your Waec past questions, so you can actually go back to it and then follow our solutions. Alright, quickly, example 1. Alright students, we have our first question on the board, and the question says, the subsets ABC of a universal set are defined as follows. Set A contains elements M, A, P, E. Set B contains elements A, E, I, O, U. Set C contains elements I, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. Now the question says list the elements of 1. A union B. 2. A union C. 3. A union open bracket B intersection C. So let's solve this before we come to the B part of the question. And this question appeared in the Waec question of June 1998. Now let's look at our solution. Remember, I've treated this topic already, so it's easy. We just go straight to the question. The first question says what? A union B. Now remember that you open with a curly bracket. So we are going to list the elements of A and the elements of B without repeating any of the elements. So the elements of A are what? M, A, P, E. Well, we've concluded with the elements of A. Because of the union means you are listing all the elements of B now. We come to the elements of B without repeating anyone. The elements of B, I'm having A, I've already written A. I'm having E, I've already written E. The next one is what? I. The next one is what? O. And finally what? U. So these are the elements in A union B. That's the first question. The next question is what? A union C. A union C. What will give me A union C? I'll be listing the elements of A and the elements of C without repeating any of the elements. So I list the elements of A. M, A, P, E. Then I list the elements of what? C. I have L. I have M. I've already written M. I have N. I've not written N, so I write N. I have O. I've not written O. I write O. I have P. I've already written P. I have Q. I have R, I have S, I have T, I've not written T, and then I have what? U. So these are the elements of A union C. Now finally in the A part of the question it says A union B intersection C. We are asked to find A union B intersection C. So the first thing I need to do here is to finish with what's inside the bracket, which is B intersection C. So let's get B intersection C. My B intersection C is what? B intersection C refers to what you can see in B and you can also see in C. That's the intersection. Can I see, if I start with A, can I see A here? No. E, can I see E here? No. I, can I see I? No. O, I can see O. So I write O. And then I can see what? U. I write U. So this is my B intersection C. Then now I will now do A union B intersection C. It means I will be listing all the elements of A and the elements of B intersection C. So what are my elements of A? I'm having what? M, A, P, E. And what's my element of B intersection C? O and U without repeating. No O yet. So I'll write O and then what? U. So this is the solution to that question. Alright, quickly we'll be coming to the B part of the question. I love this question so much. It says, out of the 400 students in the final year in senior secondary school, 300 are offering biology, 190 chemistry. How many are offering both subjects if only 70 are offering neither? So the first thing for you to do is actually represent your question in a Venn diagram. So the B part of the question, the B part. All right, I'll just clean here so that we can have the full space to solve that question. So I'll just clean here quickly. We're done with that A part, and then let's come to the B part. All right, the B part, let's draw our Venn diagram. Remember I said our universal set is represented with what? A rectangle, and then your two sets. Your sets are represented in circle. For this question, we have just two sets, and there's an intersection between the two sets. So I'll be having what? This and what? This. All right. Let's call biology B, and let's call, what's the other subject? Chemistry C. All right. Now they say the first question is asking us how many are offering both subjects. Now we don't know the number offering both subjects, so let's represent that number by what? X. Follow me closely. We don't know it, that's why we are representing it by X. But the question says what? 300 are offering biology. Now look at the circle for biology. It says 300. We've already put X here to be offering both, but this X is part of the 300. So the people offering only biology will be what? 300 minus what? X. Follow me closely. Then let's go ahead. It says 190 are offering chemistry. 190 chemistry. This is the circle. The full circle for chemistry is 190. But we've already put X as part of that circle of chemistry. So those offering only chemistry will be 190 minus what? X. Now the next thing we need to look at. The question says if 70 are offering neither of the two, 70 are not offering any of these two. So what do you represent? You put it outside here, 70. All right, now we've been able to represent these. Don't forget, label your universal sets. And our universal set is what? Out of 400 students, our universal set is what? 400. So now, if I add everything here, it must give me 400. So let's add. I'll be having 300 minus X plus X plus 190 minus X plus 70 must give me 400. All right. So let's open up the bracket, add everything here. 300 plus 190 is 490 plus 70 minus X plus X will go. So I'll be having minus X equal to what? 400. So I'll be having 490 plus 70 is 560. 560 minus X equal to 400. So take X to this side, bring 400 here. So I'll be having 560 minus 400 is equal to what? X. So my X is equal to 560 minus 400 is 160. All right, now I've gotten X 160. So let's see what the question asks us. How many are offering both? How many are offering both subjects? Look at it, both subjects, where B intersects with C, where biology intersects with chemistry is X. So we've answered our first question. This is the answer to the first question, 160. The next question says, how many students are offering at least one of biology or chemistry? At least one means from 1 and above. So all you need to do is to add everything here. They are just telling you about union. So let's get the value for biology. So my student offering only biology will be what? 300 minus X, which is 300 minus 160. And that will give me what? 300 minus 160 is what? 140. Then my C, those offering chemistry, is 190 minus X, which is 190 minus 160, which is what? 30. So now I've gotten B and C. So those, the question says how many students are offering at least one? At least one means this plus this plus this. So I'll be having my second answer will be what? Because this, we've gotten this as what? 140. We've gotten this as what? 30. And we've gotten our X as what? 160. So I'll be having 140 plus 30 plus 160. And that will give me what? 330. set. All right. Now that is all about that question. Is there any other thing we are leaving out? No. That's everything there. All right. Now we've understood the first question. We are going to look at other examples. All right. We have our second question now. The question is from the 1991 West African Senior School Certificate Examination, the objective part, number 32. So you can check it out. The question says, in a class of 80 students, every student had to study economics or geography or both. If 65 students studied economics and 50 studied geography, how many do both? It's a very simple question. All you need to do is just draw your Venn diagram. We're only having two, which is economics E and geography what? G. We don't know how many do the two of them, so represented by X, or let's use Y this time. Our example one we use X, so let's use Y so that you don't ask me why am I always using X. Alright, we're using Y. How many students study economics from our question? Our economics says 65 studied economics, so the whole circle for economics is 65. We've already put Y here, so the remaining will be what? 65 minus Y, because if I add everything in this circle it must give me 65. How many do geography? 50 do geography, so I've put Y here. The remaining will be 50 minus Y. Now look at the question. They say in a class of 80 students, so our universal set is what? 80. Do we have anything here? Let's look at the question again. They say in a class of 80 students, every student had to study economics or geography or both. So it means there is nobody that is not doing any of these two. So here is empty, is an empty set. All right, now we've represented this question in Venn diagram. All we need to do is to add everything here, equate it to what? 80. So all I will be doing is what? 65 minus Y plus 50 minus Y to give me what? 80. Now let's take like terms, all our like terms. Minus Y plus Y will go, so I'm having minus Y. 65 plus 50 is 115 minus Y is equal to what? 80. Take this to this side, bring this to this side. 115 minus 80 is equal to what? Y. So what's my Y? My Y is what? 35. And the question simply asks us how many students do both. So our Y is the number of students that does both, where E intersects with G, which is what? 35. All right, that's that question. All right. Now, in my second video, I'll be doing further examples because I have several examples. We need to trash everything about Venn diagram. So please, if you watch this, ensure you watch the part 2 of the past question and answers on Venn diagram and set theory so that you understand everything about this. See you in my part 2.